I really feel like this is going to very much discourage people from staying below that 5,000. Like you're going to want to play your roster at the level you have it at, unless you just really can't stand losing and you're just that kind of person. Hello there, everybody. It's me, your Star Wars dad, and boy, the devs released an update to this game the other day. I did a video on it, I streamed on it, but I want to talk a little more because, boys and girls, this is a really, really good update. It demonstrates that they've listened to everything we've been saying. The developers are paying attention. They're giving the community what we want. And generally, this is going to be a better game going forward. I'll talk about all the individual things. We'll do some gameplay. So hang on with me for a little bit. I got the best thing at the end. You know, obviously, and I'm not here. This is the new account. So this stuff is all really low level. But you know, the ability to turn any cards above level 13 into crystals and into studs and crystals. You get some crystals for champions over 13. That's a big deal. Also, one thing that I didn't mention before, this champion token refresh is now every 3 days. It used to be every 5 days. And if you watched before, I did plenty of content about how we've got 8, 10, 11, 12 years of farming now in this game now. Well, these champion tokens are now available every 3 days for those who can buy them for 1,000 crystals. Now, one change in the game right now is you may not be able to get as many crystals down below. The max base kills are a lot less crystals. It used to be like 20, 30, 40, 50, 55. Now it's more like 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. But there's a big incentive to get higher. I'll talk about that in a minute. We'll take a look at the other account. You know, they removed the penalty. There used to be a penalty that if you dropped a certain number of trophies, that you could no longer earn rewards. And the initial intent of that from the development team was to stop people who were out there dropping trophies on purpose to keep they would keep their trophies at a low level, beat up on players with worse rosters than them, and advance their roster that way. Well, they removed the penalty for that, which they never fixed it with that, by the way. It didn't fix anything. It made it worse. But they've removed that penalty because you and I would be playing, we'd be trying really hard, we'd lose 5 or 6 games in a row on the light or dark side, and boom, now you can't get any rewards. It's gone from the game. It no longer exists. It's not there. What else we had? We had a small balancing on Mando. We had Moff Gideon, who now you can see his target range. I did that on the live stream. I encourage you to go watch the live stream right up there. And there was some, they fixed some bugs, like with the shield generators. They weren't ramping up at all. But the absolute biggest update to LEGO Star Wars Battles. And by the way, everybody, I'd appreciate this point if you could like this video and subscribe to the channel. I don't really throw it in here in the middle of videos very often. I do it in streams all the time. But, you know, it really helps support the channel. It helps you fix your feed so you're getting more of my content at the top of your feed. And it just generally is good for the galaxy and the universe. It's good for galaxies far, far away also. So like and subscribe. Anywho, the biggest change to the game, boys and girls, is that when you get over here to Kessel, and I'm gonna flip over here in a minute to my main account after I do some gameplay here. When you get to Kessel, you start reaching echelons. Echelon 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, up to like 30 or 30 something. At each of those echelons, you start getting bonus rewards. It starts with extra studs and a small amount of crystals. You start getting more studs and more crystals along the way. So every time you win, you're going to get bonus studs and crystals at these Kessel echelons. And then when you get even higher, you're going to start getting bonus scans. So, and it seems like that the best Kessel echelons are at 17 plus. So here's the deal, guys. You want to race your roster to Kessel as soon as possible. That's 4,500 trophies. You want to get to 4,500 trophies as fast as you possibly can, and that's going to eliminate people down here. Nobody's going to be hanging out down in Exegol or Naboo down at this 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 trophy level anymore, beating everybody up. They're going to want to get to like Echelon 17 in Kessel, because you really start getting really nice rewards up there, and that's around 6,000 to 6,500 trophies. So people, 4,500 to 55, you should be safe now. You're gonna get many, many more matches, a lot better matchmaking, playing people that are equal to your roster that you can really match up with and see how well you're doing. I'm so excited about this change. It's so good for the game. Now let's do a little demo, and I'm gonna come out with some more content, guys. Let's watch a This is a 5-stud win here on my new accounts. This is the lower developed account. It's only been open for 8 days. It's actually been open for longer, but I've only played on it for 8 days. I'm going to commit to you guys. I'm going to start playing it more often. I'm going to see how quickly I can reach that 4,500 trophy level to get to Kessel, so you can have an idea of what you should be shooting for to get to that Kessel, because that is now the goal of the game. The goal of Lego Star Wars Battles is the Kessel run. Get to the Kessel run, get your echelons going, get your extra max sexy hot rewards going in Kessel. Now, what am I doing here in this match? You can see now, what I would say is previously, a 5-stud win at this level, I think would have been like 25, would have been 25 crystals before, so you'll see that's reduced in half when I get to the end of this and I beat this guy. You know, I get a max win here. So, here's Darth Vader coming in, level 8 Darth Vader on my level 5 tower. You think he'd do pretty well, but no, Newt's too good. We boom a ball him, we got Ewoks killing him, we got the sniper in. You know, these tree houses at lower levels are so darn effective. You know, you could do it at higher levels too. It's just really much harder to get going. But at lower levels, the Ewok treehouse strategy is a dominant meta strategy. You should use it when you're down in the I'm in the like the 2,000 something trophy range. You should always use it in the range. Here comes the Tauntaun, I think, right? This is where the game ends. Yoda's going to shield everything. We're gonna start killing his Gamorrean, whatever that means. We're taking out the tower. We're taking out the stormtroopers. Yoda's making a huge difference, and there it is. Here's the max win, and I only get 12 crystals. So you're gonna be losing a little bit of crystals down below, but that's another reason why you want to begin the race to Kessel. Race to Kessel. Get there as fast as you can. One thing I will mention, these season rewards, I've said it a couple times, are much, much higher. These crystals, you're going to be getting like 3,100 crystals, 3,200 crystals per season if you complete all these crystal missions. That's many more. It used to be like in the 1,000 to 1,500 range, so they've at least doubled the amount of crystals you get. Looks like they fixed this here. They had this. Now, I've already got this emoji, so they're fixing things with things here. So they did a hot fix here. This used to show me 3 champion cards. I've already got this emoji. I should get a champion card here. They're working on fixing that. For every time you have an emoji that exists, because this Kylo one is new, you should, the second time around, get a champion card for that. I'm sure they're working on fixing it. The devs are all over this, guys. Now, what we're going to do is I'm going to jump over to my main account, and I want to show you the Kessel echelons over there on that account, and why you need to rush to Kessel. Race to Kessel, everybody. I'm telling you, that's the deal now, and I'm going to show you how to do it. I'm going to start making content to show you how to get to Kessel, and then second, I'll show you a match over there to show you the rewards for a max victory there, too. Okay, everybody, here we are on my main account. This is Kessel right here. Up at the top, you see the echelons. There's Echelon 8, where I am right now, and I'm trying to get to Echelon 9. Now, look, it divides it up between light and dark side. My light side, it kind of, I don't know if it balances it. I'm not sure exactly how it does it. It looks like, where am I as far as my overall trophies? I'm at 5372, and I have 2672 dark side. Is it doing an average? 5372 divided by 2. I don't know exactly. Well, anyway, you want to keep climbing trophies. Keep climbing trophies. But I can go look at that, can't I? Let's look at my roster here. On the light side, I'm at 26.2. At the dark side, I'm 2700. Okay, so 2672 my light side. My dark side, which I can't click on, is 2700. I guess you got to get them both up to the max to get to the echelon. That makes sense. So right now, I'm at Echelon 8. So for every win, I'm getting leaderboard points of 1,400. Stud count of 180 and crystals of 12. So if your leaderboard points keep going up, that's really going to matter for those Admiral and that's going to matter for the leaderboard as well. But when I move up, you see it goes from 180 to 190 to 12 to 13. My understanding is when you get up to 17, 18, 19, it really starts to ramp up. You start getting those extra scans. You start getting more crystals and more studs. You really want to advance up, and that's somewhere around a total of 6,500 trophies. So you could really see a lot of mass carnage in that 6,500 trophy range. But this shows you why you want to race to Kessel as fast as possible. Get 4,500 trophies as fast as you possibly can, because you'll start getting crystals for every single win that you get. Now, let me go in here. I'm going to play a max win for you. Here we go there. I'm going to do a dark side one. There we go. Here's a max win. Let's watch. And you'll see that I get bonus crystals for that max win on top of the 12 crystals that I get for a regular win. So let's watch this match and see what's going on. I really have, I got several ideas in mind for it. I want to show you guys how to get to Kessel as fast as possible. You can follow my journey to Kessel on my new account. we can go over what are the best decks to use on each planet. And it's important to know, and I hope you understand this. Most of you probably, I think almost all of you do. But, you know, you really, watch that sniper survive. That's really awesome. You don't have to play on Kessel to get those Kessel rewards, by the way. You don't have to play on the planet that has the rewards. As soon as you unlock that planet, whatever planet you play on, then the planets behind it just become skins. As soon as you unlock a planet, every planet that was behind it is just a skin that you play on. That's all that's going on there. So just be aware that it's just unlocking the planets and playing at those levels. So that's why you want to get to Kessel 2. This is going to be a quick win right here. I threw Gungans on the... No, he's got Gungans on the board. There we go. Snow zone is down. That was nice. That gets me to the end real quick. There's base destroy. I get 22 crystals, so I got an extra 10 crystals there for that base destroy. Seems like I should have got a little more. I don't know. I'm not sure. Maybe that was in an event. I don't think. I wasn't watching the levels there. I wasn't watching the levels. Anyway, you get the idea. You still get some. You still get crystals for a base kill. It's not as high as it used to be, but when you get to Kessel, guys, shoot the moon up there. I really feel like this is going to very much discourage people from staying below that 5,000. Like, you're going to want to play your roster at the level you have it at, unless you just really can't stand losing and you're just that kind of person. Some of you are out there. But you're really going to want to play the roster where you have it and where your units fall, because you're just going to get more rewards for doing that, especially those scans that you start getting. If you start getting extra scans every single victory, that's kind of a huge, major deal. That's it, guys. There's the update. This is a really, really good update. One note I'll make here at the very end. Let me know in the comments how you feel about this final comment that I make. This update took I think it was at the beginning of the 5th season since the last update, right? We're in season 16 now. Yeah, we got one in season 11. It took 5 seasons, so like basically 4 months, a little under 4 months maybe. We got to see updates at least at that pace over and over and over again. You know, this game, we're going to need more characters in the game. We're going to need to get clans in the game at some point if you really want to see it develop. Anyway, guys, for those who haven't been playing, I hope you can come back and play. It's a lot of fun. The game is really doing great. This is a tremendous update. They've listened to our complaints. They've listened to what we said. Come back and play. Enjoy LEGO Star Wars Battles. Give me in the comments what you think of it. Maybe I'm missing something, but I don't think I am. And always remember, Nooch too good.